Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. Here's my muslin, I keep wanting to say muslin material. There's an N on the end of this. N on the end of the word muslin. Muslin material. It's very, very close to what I'm using. It's not thicker by much. Now, where do you place your material? I'm not an expert, but I've been watching a lot of videos and I'm learning. So what you got to do is you got to take your this is now known as my body pattern, okay, for the Bilo baby. And you have to look at it and go, okay, it stretches really good this way, but it doesn't stretch as much that way. So then I got to come to my material and go, okay, let's see if I'm going to lay my pattern this way or I'm going to lay my pattern that way. There's names for this, proper sewing names, but I'm going to use simple names that I like because I remember them better. You give me the proper names and it'll take me time, but I will say them one day because they will start, I'll be feeling more confident, and then I want to use the proper names. But right now I'm going to call it the no stretch and the stretch area. This is my stretch area. This is not my stretch area. See, I got more stretch this way. I can feel it in my material. I can't feel it this way. So I'm going to lay my material like this. Okay? As I get my stretch. When I pull on my doll material, I feel the stretch this way, but I don't feel it across. So I want to keep it the same way. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to make sure, see, I don't feel it across, so I'm going to lay my material this way. So I want to make sure that I am far enough over, and I got my truss, I got more pins. This is not all of them. I got more. So now what I want to do is lay this out. Oh, that's a needle. Okay. So now what I want to do is lay this out, and I'm going to start pinning my pattern on there. Now you can make a paper pattern if you want off of this, but I don't. I use the body itself. I'm making it right exactly as close. I mean, the paper would be close too, but I like the body pattern right on top. I just go around and I start pinning this on here, okay? And that's why I ironed a little bit, so that it just laid it down a little bit flatter for me. It's not perfectly laid, but it's good enough for me. So oh, I don't like where this is. I need to come up further. So we're going to take this off. See, I make mistakes. You got to learn. This is like a bit of an area that you don't want to cut in and have that on your pattern. I mean, it won't hurt anything, but I don't want it there. So I need to just raise it up a bit more. There we go. Okay, so looking good. And for all you sewers out there, you'll know the proper names of what I was saying, the stretch and the non-stretch area. But for those that are new like we are, I wish they would use those type of, when they're teaching you how to sew, to say the right names, but also say it stretches. This is your stretch area, and then use the right name. I like that. I need it as simple and then tied in with the proper names. I will remember better. But a lot of new beginning sewing videos don't do that. They just give you these proper names, and I forget very quickly. So I need that memory there. So stretch and call it the right name. Non-stretch, proper name. That works for Tammy. And maybe some of you out there too would like that better, you know, until I get onto it. And then I'm okay. I don't need to hear that again. Well, then I would move on to maybe more intermediate sewing videos, you know, where I don't need to hear that as much. But for beginners, it's really nice to have those, that thrown in there. And it helps me out. I remember when I was learning how to crochet, the girl would literally wrap around 3 times, or go through the hole. And those are things that helped me out because the names didn't help me. I couldn't remember them. There's just too many variables. And but then after a while I went, no, I got it. I didn't need to hear it anymore. And I was doing really good with it after. And it didn't take me long. I just needed it for a short period of time. And that's how I learned. Ooh, got an extra pin. So, and of course, where's my cat right now? She's in her litter box. See, it never fails. So I'm going to be doing this for a while. This will be part 2 of the Bilo baby body. And I'm just going to go around and pin all before I cut, I'm going to just pin all my body parts on here. And this is the relaxing part. This is where you could put on your, don't like, because I got a little cat down there. I don't want to drop stuff. So there we go. And I'm a lefty, so there we go. And for all my southpaw people out there, we can do this just as well. And see, we have to learn from the right-handed people. And then sometimes I got to flip things around that work for me. Which is okay. I learn. We adapt. We're adaptable. There we go. Maybe I'm putting too many pins in. I got lots of these though. Not a problem. All my sewing, these are all used pins. I buy everything used. Not one time, never have I bought these types of pins here. Brand new, out of the store. I got them right from all the thrift stores. I like going to Value Village, which is Savers in the United States. I think they also have Value Village. They call it one or the other there. But when I'm at Value Village in my city here, I like to go to the sewing section because that's where you get all these bags of sewing stuff that's been put in there. And I got to watch it because I got material underneath here. And there we go. And I buy the bag loads up of stuff that they have in there, from thread to these types of things, and I get all kinds of wonderful things in there, and I'm like, woo, love it. Thank you. And I use it. I'm using everything that I get. So, no need to buy brand new. When you're going to buy brand new, it's things that you really want. Things that you really like. If I could have bought that little iron used, oh, I would have, you know, but that didn't come to me. So some things you, and you like to treat yourself once in a while to something fancy, fancier than what you've got. But anyway, I'm going to put one more over here, and I think I got it. So I'm just going to let you see this, and then I will turn on the camera again and let you see once I've got all the body laid out. So anyways, there we go. I think it looks pretty good on here. I'm happy with it. And next we'll be cutting it out. All right, back again with some more to show you once it's all put together here. I hope you like what you're seeing. Get you up close. There you go. Now you can see it right up close. All right, I got more to do. Oh, you know what? I think I could do something more for you here. I thought I was really getting late on here, so we'll just do another one. So we'll come up here, and we're going to do this one next. We'll lay it out, and I got this material underneath, so let's move that out. There we go. That way I don't. And again, the stretch, and I got more stretch this way. So we're going to turn it around to the seams showing outward towards me. Okay, make sure I got enough room between this one and this one. Okay, and I do. I can come down just a bit more. There we go. I want to save some of our material. So there we go. That looks good. Oh, love it, love it, love it. There we go. And maybe I could come over just, what's on this side here? Oh, there's a little bit more over here. So let's come over, whoa, okay. A little bit more over this way. So we save this material because it's going to be all pressed out. So we can come over here a little bit more. There we go. Now I want to make sure I'm staying away from this edge a bit. All right. So there we go. And I'm going to do exactly what I have been doing. Just putting in the pins. So I'm safely away. I've got enough edge. Maybe just there. I'm happy with that. Okay, and we're just going to pin. 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 Okay, now we can pin all the way around. pin here. Still have some wind out there. I can hear it around the building here. There we go. So we have up by the hips done. Let's do here. There we go. There we go. I think on the other one here I put too many pins in. I don't need that many. I'll just put them in areas where to hold down the 4 here. There we go. There we go, and I'll put 2 there. We need some, oh, and we need some on the inner leg too. So put some here. Oops, I'll pick myself. There we go. Whoa, it's going everywhere. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I could put 2 there, but I think I'd be able to cut, whoops, quite fine around. So there we go with that one. Now it's just the arms left. And where are we at for time? Oh, 11. Well, I got more time here, so let's keep going so that you just get to see this more and more. So again, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to go no stretch, but it stretches that way. So I know how my material's set up. It stretches this way, but not this way. Okay, so my non-stretch is this way. So I need to find a nice place to put an arm. This is the shoulder. This is down where the hands. This doll has no hands. The hands were removed some time ago. They were celluloid. I found little pieces of celluloid inside. If I find some celluloid hands down the road, I'm going to keep this, sew it up, and I will fix it down the road if I can find some celluloid hands. Otherwise, for right now, it'll have to stay handless. But that's okay, because I'll put a little gown on and she'll look fine just the way she is. So anyways, I'm going to pin this one right here. Whoops. The next one will be cutting it out. Put one right here. And we will put one down here. There we go. And that's why it's rounded down here, because this is where the hand would have been connected. But anyhow, there you go. There's one arm down to the shoulder to the hand, right down to there. So very nice. So let's look at another one. This is the shoulder. This is the hand. You can see that it's deteriorated here. So, but that's okay. I think if I was to look at this properly, these arms are the same. There's really no left, no right. So I only need one set. So I think what I'll do is I'll pull one up. I'll just have to cut 2 out. I could double the material as well, which I might do, or I just cut out twice. I don't care, you know, about that part. But make sure that it can match together. And I'm pretty sure these two go together here anyways. I'll just cut these out twice. So we're going to turn it around to where my seams are, so I can see where my seams are connected. And we're going to go like this. Because there's no left or right, just the hands are left and right. We don't need to put those out. You can pretty much see where the seams are because the dirt is here and it's white there. So a lot of there we go. Sometimes you have to improvise like this, you know, you don't need to. There we go. And we're going to pin here, down here, where the hands would have attached. Okay, and down here, up here, and there we go. And there. Okay, There we go. My body, the body is all put together. Had enough pins because of not using the other two arms there, but that gave me a lot of, there we go. Look at the pins I used in this one. That's nervous Tammy. This is Tammy becoming more secured. This is Tammy really thinking it out. There we go. But anyways, you get the picture. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. This is part 2. More to come. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.